Grandchildren are the crowning glory of the aged. Parents are the pride of their children.
American men have become sissified. They have been lied to, been misled, and in the name of other definitions of manhood, are leading a route to devastate our culture and in most particular, our community. Men, I'm sorry, but I must lay the burden of the demise of our community and our culture directly in the hands of a philosophical bent that is taking place that is causing the leadership structure that God intended to deteriorate so violently that women are being given roles to take that God never intended them to take, but because they have to be taken by someone, they are taking them only to find out that their circuits are overloading in the process. A lot has been said in recent years about the liberation of women. But what really needs to be talked about is the liberation of men. Women only want to be liberated from bad male leadership. You see, what women have calculated is this. If this is the best deal I can get, following a man, I can create a better deal out there on my own. So liberate me. And so we've had the great role reversal, where men have thrown in the towel. Women have picked up the towel. Men get ticked off because they no longer have the towel. And then they want to demand the towel be given back. There are a lot of misdefinitions of manhood that abound today. One is the macho man view. This is El Rambo. This is that Arnold Schwarzenegger Dirty Harry complex. This is this Superman kind of guy who leaps into scenarios and catches bullets between his teeth. There's not a man alive who can do that stuff, but Hollywood has given us the impression that to be Rambo is to be bad. You've got these young boys out here who now think they Rambo, act like Rambo, walk around with Uzis, walk around with guns, carry them to school. Nobody can control them because the dominant influence in their life wasn't their dad, it was the new movie flick in town. If a person doesn't have a conscience and therefore is not sensitive to right and does not fear wrong, you are in trouble. Yes. And we are raising a generation of kids who do not care. They do not care about mother, father. They do not care about the police department. They do not care about prison. And they don't care because nobody knows where dad is. Nobody knows where dad is. And that's why there is no government expenditure in the world that can solve this problem. I mean, the government couldn't put $100 trillion in this problem and solve it, because what they don't understand is that without a moral frame of reference, there is no program that can solve anything. And that's why there's no government, federal, state, or city, or municipal program you can come up with. And that's what the folks downtown don't understand. If dad doesn't come home, baby is in trouble. If dad doesn't come home, baby is in trouble. And that's got nothing to do with racism. Now, let me tell you what I'm saying. I know I wouldn't be popular for saying this, but I'm not supposed to be popular. I'm supposed to be right. That is a sissified way of looking at things. Blame somebody else. We have got to get some men with guts, some men who have got the stamina, who have got the ability to stand up and take the leadership back. That's what we need. And so we've got this messed up view of man, the stud view, and it's being perpetrated on our young people all the time. And you, Dad, are supposed to be around long enough to shut the TV off. And if you don't know that they're looking at it, and if you don't know that they're listening to that junk, then you don't understand that somebody else has taken the rulership of your home. Somebody else has broken down your door and said, I'm running this house now. That was never true in our history. It was never true in the Bible. This is a new thing today. Doesn't have the guts to lead. Has the ability physiologically to get a girl pregnant, but doesn't have the dignity and the guts to raise the baby. That's a sissy. My dog can do what most guys do. And that's what a lot of guys are. They are dogs. Now, if it doesn't apply to you, let it pass over you. If it doesn't apply, just skip it. If you're getting ticked off now, it's probably because it applies. We're raising a generation of passive men. A generation of men who are going to raise boys in particular to be criminals, effeminate, to raise boys in particular who will beat their wives because that's the only way they can get control, because they don't know how to win control through love, so they have to win control through violence. Do you know what our problem is with our children today? They have no destiny. You know why? Because dad doesn't know where he's going. Dad's going nowhere. The children are just like dad. He doesn't know where he's going. Don't you understand, mister? You are royalty. God has chosen you as prince of your home. Don't you understand your destiny is to raise up a family that is a blossoming blessing in your community? You are a chosen man. It is a fool who says, I do not tell my children what to believe. Because if you don't, someone else will. The drug addicts are commanding your children, and your children are obeying. The lust mongers are commanding your daughters, and your daughters are obeying. For God's sake, you command something.